Good morning. What's going? Did I just? What am I? What is happening right now? Okay, I hear myself.
Peplin Creek Aquatics said Jason good morning.
Rachel's on vacation today. we got we got Giovanni. Giovanni's stepping in today. We gotta check out him. Good morning. I forgot all about that. So right now, oh, that made me laugh. Oh, good morning, people. What's up? Giovanni's here. 3G, what's up? Window liquor number 5. What's up, dude? Go with the flow
Mel
aquatics.
Wall said good
Good,
morning, Jason.
good morning.
That's
Oh,
lovely,
that's too
nice.
funny. Oh, Mirk T, what's up? Jenny Lynn. Oh, go with the flow aquatics. I did say good morning, Richard. How you doing? Oh, thanks for being here. Mirk T. Oh, Jenny Lynn. Aquarium Fantasy, good morning. Cracking myself up. Craig's Catfish Cave, what's up, man? Good morning. Victor C, yo. The Nano Aquarium guy, good morning. Good morning. Here, Mel Moll's here. She's on time. Holy cow. Good morning, Mel. Thanks for making it. John McKenzie, good morning, weirdo. Bionic Bigfoot, you're here today. Good morning. What's going on?
Window Liquor
Peplin,
hash
what's up?
5 said hi, Jason. All bells and whistles working.
Thanks, man. Good morning, Peplin. Skull Aquatics, what's up, man? Good morning, good morning. Oh, God, that's too funny. I'm skipping, but I'm probably skipping like 100 people right now because I can't stop laughing. Oh, Skull, good morning. Dennis Christensen, good morning, good morning. All right, guys, what we got going on today? Same thing we got going on every day. Stuff in the
Bionic
fish room.
Bigfoot said
Let's
Jason
go.
good morning.
Good morning. I might have to change this. Oh, got me, a pup, and out of a little water. She's a little suitcase puppy. I have to carry her around because she injured her leg, so I pick her up. She hates it. Right? You drink your water. You're a good pup. You can go lay down. So anyway, it's new and exciting. Well, not much. We do have some fry I've seen in some of these tanks, the ones that we move mops. Take a look at that. We got to do the water testing like we always do. The saltwater tank. Some new changes here. We'll go over here and we'll look at this real quick. But my anemone, I don't know. All right, let's go over here. Let's talk about this. First of all, this tank is still a mess. Stuck on a cord. All right, here we go.
The Nano Aquarium guy said I want to hear Eduardo's comments in Giovanni's voice.
Oh, oh, this is too much, man. I might have to change that. Oh, I can't stop laughing. Cracks me up. Anyway, so notice the anemone's not there anymore? Yeah, me too. So earlier this week, see that big white spot on the back of the protein skimmer, the hanging back protein skimmer? Well, I don't know if he was getting sucked into the thing. I don't know what was going on, or he was trying to crawl in it. But at some point, he was like full on like I thought, like he had reached across there and like put his fingers in there, or, his tentacles up in there once before, and I was like, yo, that's not cool. So I thought he was stuck, but he was just doing it on his own. But at this point, he moved his whole entire body over there, stuck his body on top of that hole where that little goose spot is at the moment, and then proceeded to look like he was getting sucked in it. So I unplugged it. 3 days later, well, slowly over the next 3 days, he was emerging out of that hole. He was halfway down that thing yesterday.
John McKenzie said, I would like a big pizza pie.
The big clownfish was trying to
Andy
hang out
Carson
in it.
said,
It
good
wasn't working.
morning, everyone. Sally
Good
sells
morning.
shells by the seashore. Ha ha.
There you go. Anyway, so now the anemone is like, I guess on walkabout, or he's maybe dead. I don't know. He looked like he was moving yesterday, like out of that area. Maybe he's just relocating. We'll see. He could be dead. I don't know. I'm not happy about it though. Probably should clean this tank, and then we could probably find him. Yeah. Turn this light on down there. Do I have...
Mel Wall said this accent is killing me.
Killing me too. Giovanni. It's a little bit of the Giovanni. Oh, hang on a sec. I gotta blow my nose.
Go with the flow. Aquatic said, now that's Italian.
Exactly. Giovanni, man. He knows all about it. All right, let's, here. Boom. Hey. One of my plants is stuck on the filter. Notice that. Now that's an Italian. All right. Guess we start here. Stay in your bed, puppy. You're a good pup.
SWFL Aquatics said in Day House.
In day house. Oh,
The Nano Aquarium guy said, Mamma Mia.
Mamma mia.
That's lovely, that
Victor
is.
C said, a nice coffee mug, Jason.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. As I was drinking from it. Thank you, Victor. You can get one yourself, too. There's a link. I believe Victor has one. I mean, but, you know, others. Let's get this out of that. Blackbeard out of this. Boom.
Mel Wall said, minestrone, ravioli, spaghetti, and meatballs.
Meatball. Meatballs. All this. Just choking this up. Should take the samples. Ooh, I am absolutely dripping water in my coffee. Whoops. Don't worry about that. Nobody saw it. Did it really happen? That's, you know, and that's flavored. It's flavored crystals.
Window Leaker #5 said, what happened? I thought you pointed that wavemaker at the wall.
I did. You know, I did. You're right. I did. And now it's pointing at the ground. I think it fell. Yeah.
That's lovely, that
Look at
is.
that. That's what happened. Its suction cup came loose. Let's go. Turn. See what happens there. I'm making a mess now. Let's vials. Test tubes. Filled with water. We need to know for science. I have not been feeding basilears in this tank, which all right. Basilears was my standard go-to.
Rachel.
You want Rachel? Yeah. Well, you know, she's on vacation this week, so well, you know, she might be back. Maybe she's just getting paid to be somewhere else. I don't know. I thought Giovanni was kind of interesting. Just shake it up a little bit, you know? Giovanni is Rachel's dad got off the boat. Yeah. She's on vacation. She's at Disney. Alright. Got that. Let's smudges off the glass. Let's go look at those dudes for a
Mel
second.
Wall said Rachel quit. She wanted another raise.
That's it. She's getting too pricey. Alright, well let's take these vials of water. Let's go over here. Alright, anyway, I was saying that I primarily fed
SWFL Aquatics said, I really don't want to hear Jomaine getting excited over Eduardo. Aquarium Fantasy said, is Rachel on vacation with Eduardo?
Maybe. It's possible. Oh, this is too much. Come on, man. Giovanni's doing his best here, okay?
M&C Aquatics said, morning, everyone.
Good morning. What's up? We have a guest today. We have Giovanni. Whoops. All right, let's go. Here-ish. This will show us everything we need to see. Where's my clicker? Boom. All right, as I was saying, that I usually feed Dr. Basilears in that tank, usually the regular stuff. I had run out of Basilears, and I had ordered some from KJ.
Window Licker Hash5 said, did the construction workers work Rachel over?
Maybe.
Mel Wall said, I like Giovanni or however you spell it, Delul.
However you spell it, what? Oh yeah, however you spell it, lol. Okay, LOL. Gotcha.
Andy Carson said, Giovanni is a no, a spicy meatball like that crazy Rachel.
Maybe. Alright, so, Basilears. I got the regular stuff, but I have not been feeding it since I got this. It's still sealed. I've been feeding something else, and I noticed that as soon as I stopped feeding the Basilears, almost immediately on the phosphate chart, it started plummeting. So I'm kind of curious to see if it's still plummeting, because I haven't fed it since. I've been doing mostly, I was feeding some Evo Aquarist, but I ran out of that too. Currently waiting for more, but I've been doing these, I got this at a swap. California blackworm sticks. Chris's fishes. Yeah, so I don't know very many preservatives in this. See anything that lists any phosphates. You know, we'll test. And I just usually grind it up on my little pepper grinder. Smaller for the littler fishes. Seem to like it. The bottle sharks will eat it like straight. So will the catfish, the pleco, and the hoplocat and the pleco in it. But those sticks are going like crazy if I feed it like that. So I gotta slow them down. And I'm still waiting on the stuff. Basilears is the best, yeah. I've been feeding it. I just think it's high in phosphates, so we're gonna find out. So we need to do start with the nitrate because we're the longest. Fingerprints off the glass. Whoa. Almost totally dropped that. I lost the drop. Alright. In this.
Mel Wall said, Jasson, you're high in phosphate.
Jasson! I'm high in phosphates. I probably am. I mean, we eat so much food that has phosphates in it. That's why we don't degrade at the same rate. Preserved from the inside. Alright. I'm taking these glasses off. It's hard to work. Supposed to be another hot week. Ugh. I just don't tell my BPA. Is she not talking? Is Giovanni not talking anymore? What's happening here?
Window Licker Hash5 said, why do I suddenly want a pizza for breakfast?
It sounds awesome, actually. I love breakfast pizza. It's the way to do it. Cold, right out of the fridge. Let's stick this in there. Get this chooching. 7 minutes.
Homer the Clown Trigger said, hey there.
Hey
so
there.
I made a decision. I sell all fish except Homer and all that can live with seahorses and sea needles.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, there's a. I think you got like a 20-second timer, something like that, between comments. Might be. Remember, it's 20 seconds. So if you're spamming it too quick, it's not gonna read it. Yeah, slow down, Mel. All right, that one's ticking down. Oops, I got a one first. Hang on, hang on. Let's do this properly. Add the calibration.
Andy Carson said, haha, actually was eating leftover pizza for breakfast when the stream started.
Nice. Nice. I had a piece of toast. I would have had pizza if there was any pizza. I had pizza. Well, I didn't have pizza for breakfast. I had pizza for lunch yesterday. I had fish tacos for breakfast yesterday, and they were phenomenal. Went out to dinner on Friday with some friends, and I got fish tacos. But I was so full from my appetizer of clams and whatever the breadsticks they give you, and I ate one of my fish tacos, so I was full. Took it home. And it was such a good fish taco, I couldn't stop thinking about it. So like all morning long, I'm like, oh man, that fish taco was so good.
Mel Wall said, I'm having leftover pizza too.
Nice. You know it's good food when you start thinking about it when you wake up in the morning going, yeah, I'm going to eat that. Burger I had the one place. My wife, my kid and I were talking about the burger for a week. That's how good it was. Oh no! Drink that water, Zozo. Alright. It's going. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. A little extra. A little more. Just in case. Okay. Ice cream. I'm having ice cream for breakfast? Oh, come on now. Sound good. Sometimes you just got to go off the rails, you know? Alright. Timer stick. Whoops. What's going on? Hang on. Here, whether I won't click. There we go. No, it's still in. Where is it? Just don't touch it. Alright, we got 3 minutes on that. Okay. The other one's got like less than 4 minutes. We can go back to this camera. Now I want ice cream. Me too. Actually, it might be a little ice cream left in this house. But we'll see. Alright. Okay. Let's get in here. Really anything to pull out of this? There's always algae to pull out of here. Look at this, like up here. Like clumps. It's hanging out. Getting to be plucked. Even in the breeze.
Homer the Clown Trigger said, so I have to sell 60 mixed African cyclids and 2 guppy breeding tanks full of females with 2 happy males, darter gobies, and some Puffer's clownfish corals. Dang, I got too many fishes.
That's a lot, dude. Might just be easier to keep them. Right, let's clean out this overflow here. I'm not going to get too crazy with cleaning this. Just want to get all the algae that chokes things up out. Take here. Better flow. Pulling this out of the ground apparently. I wonder if it's the cichlids. I mean, it's clearly the cichlids that are pulling these things out. Blackbird at the bottom here. Free it up. It's stuck in clumps. Newbie, or not a
Melwall said, Jason, I just got me a baby Siamese Algia eater. He's cute and useful.
nice. I gotta get me one of them. What is it? These crypts, they seem to do okay in this tank. Except for the ones that are covered in black red algae. Like the brown, or that Vendetta or whatever it is. Whole bite is doing anything. Covered in. Ooh, timer's going off. Hang on. Check the timer.
Window Liquor Hatchfief said, don't forget the
0.61.
like button, folks.
Holy cow, that shot way up. Alright, maybe that food is not the thing to feed. Alright, where are we going here? 0.61. Wow, that's all over the place. What's going on? No. What is going on here? Got 30 seconds on the other one. Oh, yeah, I guess it's just the date.
Homer, the clown trigger, said, only vodka for the fishes for breakfast, or do they get some nice goulash and some kleb?
Some what? Kleb? I don't know what that is. I don't even know what that. I don't even know how to say that word. Apparently the bot knows. Hit the like button, people. All right. All right. Let's what is that? 42.7. Take a look at this atrocity. I was hoping that would go down. I need to find out where my Basileer, or not Basileers. I got some Ebo coming, but apparently taking a minute. All right, here we go. This. There we go. Better. All right. Here's where we're at. Nitrates are slightly up from last week. Phosphates were down here, and now they're jumped, basically 20 points. That's a lot. And the only thing I fed that past week was the blackworm sticks. Maybe they're choked with phosphates. We'll see, man. I gotta go back to feeding Ebo, see what happens. Well, trying to arm ourselves with some info here. We'll see what happens. All right, go back to this mess.
Melwall said, $1 million idea, make a test pen that tells you all the parameters, pH, ammonia, nitrite, nitrate, etc. all in one.
Be nice, wouldn't it? I just don't know if that's like
Window Liquor #5 said
entirely
water
impossible.
change stat.
Yeah, we gotta start. I'm just taking a look around, see anything that needs to be addressed at the very moment. Some of this off this sponge. Maybe I should clean one of these. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna do some sponge maintenance while we're in here. Right? Right. Take this one out. Do that like that. I'll bring this over here. I'm stuck in a lid. Pull some of this algae off this thing. Oh, it's out. Arrgh. We're gonna do a water change. What? It's gotta be the food, right? Like, I'm not adding phosphorus. Not adding nitrogen. Well, we all know that the nitrogen cycle itself ends
That's
with
lovely,
nitrates, so
that is.
the phosphates have got to be being introduced with food, right? The only chemical I'm adding is potassium, sulfur, right? So sulfur should gas off as sulfates. Right? sulfurous gas, whatever. Alright, let me rinse this. One of those things that would almost be worth like I'm gonna say spraying this down with like some peroxide, but then it's just obviously
Mel Wall
filling
said
in
it's
it.
snowing Jason.
It looks like it is, doesn't it? Jessel.
Andy Carson said Giovanni is being picky choosy on which comments he wants to read.
Yeah, he's you know, he's not used to this. Gotta give him a break. This is his first day on the job, man. You're doing alright, Gio. Okay. You're okay. Don't listen to these people. You drove away my last co-host too, don't worry. Alright, that's clean enough. It's a little bit of the Giovanni. Oh, that's some chooching going on that one. Let's see if we can get this back together without creating a huge mess. Cool. Basically just rinse that one out. I'm gonna pull this out of here. This is one of the plants that's covered in blackberry algae, and I'm pulling the leaves off of it.
Homer the Clown Trigger said dang autocorrect. Igor's German voice test. Hallo, mein Name ist Igor, ich bin Russe, halter Fisch.
There you go. I wonder if he speaks Italian well. Giovanni can do some Italian. I was born for that.
Mel Wall said Giovanni can't yell.
Doesn't get too excited. He's even
Fish
keel.
Dream said, hello, men of fishes.
What's going on, man?
Atkins Nature Aquarium said, good morning, Jason.
Good morning, Ian. Trying to free up some algae off of this. See if whatever this is. It's God, it's been so long since I got this. It's some sort of, I don't remember, honestly. I think it's in bad shape.
Homer, the Clown Trigger, said, ciao, mio caro pesce, hey Atkins.
There you go. Get this stuff out of here. It always chokes up at the roots of the plants. This is just kind of where it gathers. And I don't think it's like attached. I think it's just like clustered up in there. Yeah, this plant's seen better days, man. Got a little leaf growing. Got to figure out a way to keep it planted. Crazy fish stop digging them up. Probably half the battle. Bulbitis. I got the bulbitis. Ah. Alright, we're not doing this again this week. I'm going to sit here for... What the hell was that? Oh. Tail. Said I wasn't going to do it, and I'm still doing it.
Mel Wall said Jason adora le alghe della barba nera.
Okay. You say so. I believe you, man. Oh. Creating a mess. Alright, let's do this. We're going to shut off that filter. Right? Cool. Stop sucking up all that junk. We're going to start the water change. Drop some water here on the ground. Yeah, let's start that, shall we? It's a little bit of the Giovanni. Suddenly went pasta. Oh, all wet. I don't even know what I did. Spilled water on myself.
Homer the Clown Trigger said: Ecco quanto sono dannose queste alghe dalla barba nera. Non mi piace lo sfondo che fanno.
Yup, that's exactly what I was thinking, man. Glad we're on the same page. Alright, this thing fell off the wall again. Maybe what we should do is just have it dangling off the wall. Of course, now I can't get it off. It'll fall off on its own in 3 seconds, but I can't do it on my own, apparently. So how about we just angle it as it's... Yeah, there we go. The angle of the dangle. Yeah, the blackbeard looks like it's nutrient today. It's got a lot of nutrients.
Daufel Aquatics said yes what he said.
Exactly. No question Giovanni here, man. Who knows? Alright, we're gonna do this water change. Hopefully. 50%er, I think. So that's depressing. I was kind of hoping that food wouldn't be like that. Oh well. It's almost gone anyway, so buy more. I'm supposed to be getting that Evo Aquarist, actually. I got it from Saburai.
Window Leaker Hash 5 said, Jason, have we done a test after the water change to see what changes the water change did?
We could do that, I guess.
Mel Wall said all comments in Italian from now on, LOL.
That might get confusing. Alright. What am I doing? I'm gonna look for something real quick. Let's close this. Open that. I'm just gonna let this water change for a second while I'm looking through this.
Homer the Clown Trigger said, so schlimmer sind diese schwarzen Bartalge. Nicht ich mag den Hintergrund, den sie machen. Diese Blackbeard-Algae aren't that bad. I like the background they create.
Yeah. When did I order this? Under this account.
Mel Wall said, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Woodchuck could chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? Woodchuck as much could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. What am I looking for? When did I order this crap? Those dollars for the puppers, kitties. There it is, Sever confirmed. Like the only thing I got, and that was on Tuesday. That ships soon. You my order. Let's see what it says online. I don't know where my fish food is, man. Sounds like Count Chocula.
Melwo said, 1 fishy fishy ha ha ha, 2 fishy fishy ha ha, 3 fishy fishy ha ha.
Order is confirmed. You'll Shit.
Andy Carson said 1, 2, 3, cool. Hiss, ha ha ha. Xanadudu said good morning, fishy friends.
What up, X2? What's the word? Alright, we are chugging along here. Yeah. To me. I want you to listen to me.
Homer the Clown Trigger said, listen to me, the human world, it's a mess. Life under the sea is better than anything they got up there. The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there.
That's right. Don't forget the like button, folks. Man, I can't even talk. Wait, where am I? What? Oh, my chat died. That's why I'm not seeing it. Man, that was like an hour ago. All right. There we go. No, he's not doing it right. Fired. You don't know. Gio's unpredictable, man. He lives by his own rules. Leave Gio alone. I wonder what happened to that anemone. Gotta clean this glass. I gotta clean this tank. Oof. Maybe we do that after this. Oof. I don't know about that. That's like, it sounds like work. I think once we do this, we should just like chill out. Oh, we'll look at some babies. Look at some babies. Who wants to look at babies? Babies. Didn't even find any babies. This is a little high. High enough. Let's just do this. Now, I did see. I haven't seen him since, so I don't know if he survived.
Homer the Clown Trigger said too much vodka for Igor and the fish Igor needing a bit sleeping.
Needing a bit of sleeping. Alright.
Jenny Lynn said, Jason, not rinsing your sponge filter at each water change, would that cause a spike?
I don't think so. I don't.
Window Liquor #5 said, how's the construction going?
Well, I think I gotta call him back to fix some couple things, but it's going. I did paint the ceilings yesterday, or one of the ceilings yesterday, and that's when I realized there was a lot of like imperfections. Like, yo, we might have to fix this. I don't know, man. I don't want to talk about it. I just wish it was over, but it's not. It lingers. Where is my little clicky thing? Didn't I just have this? Or bring it in the other room with me? Gotta find it. Oh. You're okay, puppy. I'm not gonna kick you. Alright, let's see. This camera we're already looking at. There we go. Where is my I just had a flashlight here. Oh, is it out there already? It might be out there. I'm all over the place at the moment. Hang on here, folks. This is, you know, my breeding project here. This is where I've been stuffing the pseudomops from pseudomoogles. But I'm not seeing. There was a fry in here the other day. I've been feeding it twice a day. Oh, there is. It's one in the corner. I don't highlight it. You're gonna see it from here. But all the way over there, there's a little pair of eyeballs. Hang in there, dude. I do a little dap every morning of what do you call it? Dry powder. The why am I drawing a blank in names here? Golden pearls. That's the word. Golden pearls. Pearls of the gold. I'm going to set this right here on the golden pearls. Speaking of that, I need to get more. I'm getting kind of low. And I was thinking maybe this is Gertrude's. Put Gertrude's in there the other day. That's not too long ago. I started seeing little fry. So there's a little baby Gertrude in there. Can we move over this way? Not getting too crazy. Let's see if we see anything in here. This one. This one is Cyanodorsalis, but in all honesty, I haven't put any mops in here. And the mop I did put in here was one that had been sitting in a tank for quite a while. What is all over this? Those Malaysians? Yeah, they are Malaysians. Interesting. So I think this mop should come out. It's been a while. This has been in here for almost 2 months. Well, no, not true. Month. But it was sitting in another tank for...
Victor
no.
C.
Right.
said, Jason, is it possible for a countdown until the Keystone Clash 82 days coming soon?
You always ask me this, and I always think, yes, that's a great idea, and then I forget about doing it. So I have to remind myself. It's not a bad idea. 82 days. That's not bad. Anyway, this was sitting in another tank, a hatching tank for a while, and then I just wanted to make sure there was no... in case there was any eggs or fry that would survive, but... So this was sitting in another tank for a month, and then it's been sitting here for a month. It's been here for a while. I'm going to clean it, reset it, and we're going to use it for another tank in the near future. The next time it's mop day. So just rinse this real good. I'm going to have to rinse it again. Just want to get like... Set it right there on the side. Let it dry for a bit. We'll rinse it when we're not draining tank water down the sink. I do want to see if there's babies in here. I don't think there's going to be anything in this one. Like I said. The tub seems to be doing pretty well outside.
Mel Wall said, Jason, I expect to see you at the ACA on the 25th LOL.
I know. I would, you know. I was at the ACA in Kentucky. That was a couple years ago.
Homer the Clown
That was
Trigger
on me.
said, you could keep it in a marine tank if you don't need a mop and want to kill leftover eggs.
This is true. I'm not worried about killing the eggs. I just want to... Whatever, it's been sitting in this tank for a while now, so I think it's just kind of time to clean it. Yeah. So, but the Cyanodorsalis, I've been putting in the tub anyway, so I don't... This is kind of like, I guess, for when summer tubbing season's over. Ooh, I am actually draining quite a bit of water here. Let's stop that. Gonna go on the other side here. I'll be right back.
Select Pet said, all the cool people will be at the ACA.
Yeah.
Oh, and me too.
Yeah. It's in Ohio this year. Is that right? That'd be interesting. Wouldn't mind. They seem really cool. The last time I was there, well, at the ACA, I got to meet and have lunch with Dr. Paul Loisel, which was very, very interesting. It's me, Chris's, what is it, Aquazone? Chris's Aquazone? Yeah, that's... And,
Mel Wall said, yes, Sharonville, Ohio.
nice, cool.
Window
All
Liquor #5 said, Jason Heavy Fishimon sneak BBA into the construction van. Now that's lovely.
Alright, let's swap back here for a sec while we fill this tank up. You can hear the filter chugging. Chugga chugga. Hang on.
Atkins Nature Aquarium said, okay, made it home.
Nice. Very cool. That should be good. Take this with me.
Bruiser CB said, Kentucky is
Yo.
where you picked up that beautiful big rock.
That's right. That is a That's exactly where I got that rock. I also picked up COVID in Kentucky. That wasn't as much fun.
Homer the Clown Trigger said, I need a seahorse breeder when my fish are sold. I want 6 more seahorse species.
That would be cool to do some seahorses, honestly. And I've been thinking about this since I am no longer using this 110-gallon tank, that I might actually do that as a quarantine for saltwater. And then maybe get some new and interesting things going on in there. But I'm not entirely sold on that yet. Apparently I just killed my enemy. Or I don't know where he is. Still have the cyanobacteria problem, but it seems to be getting better. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'd add. I thought a filefish would be cool, but I don't know if first of all, it's only a 40 breeder, which is a decent size, but I don't know if those clownfish in there I think they might be bullies, you know? Would a filefish and some clowns together in a 40 be okay? Last time I did, the filefish died, but I don't think he was eating. I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't feeding the right stuff. I think ideally. Okay. Hanging out. Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, testing the water after we fill the tank.
Atkins Nature Aquariums said, anemones do like to move spots and give heart attacks.
Yeah, but this one, I don't know, man. I had this hang on the back protein skimmer, and it looked like it was getting sucked into it. But he had done that once before, and then he just like let go. But then this time he like, his little tentacles were like going in it. I think he just does that to like explore what's in there. I don't know. Maybe there's some good eating in there. I don't know what's up. But then he moved his whole body over there, and then he looked like he was getting sucked into the thing, so I unplugged it. And then like 3 days later, like over the next 3 days, he moved out of that hole and then down the side of the thing, and then this morning he wasn't nowhere to be found. So yeah, he might be on like a walkabout or something, but let's see. This fire mouse, man, this one is getting big. It's clearly the dominant. Just hope that it's aggressive here because of the water change.
Homer the Clown Trigger said some Nemos and a filefish should work at least for while slow growers.
Yeah, okay. Well, the clownfish have been in there for a long, long time already. Been going almost 3 years now. The tank was set up. I think it was set up in like October of 21. If I recall, like it's when I actually put fish in it. Ugh, that's when you got to learn. That's how I learned to make sure that my test kits were in date, because I was doing a fishless cycle. Because it's a saltwater tank. I've never done this before, so I figured I'd at least establish. I have like the ammonium back like powdered.
Master
form.
Aquatics, just call me
here he
Eduardo
is.
said, how is it that Eduardo always walks into the suck-in conversations? Good morning, suck-in chatters.
What up, dude? Put your girlfriend on
Atkins
vacation
Nature
this week.
Aquariums said, at least, you don't have many corals. It could damage while on the move. If the tank isn't cloudy, then you should be fine.
Yeah, it doesn't seem cloudy. Yeah. I could plug that back in too, because he's no longer like hanging there. So I could put the protein seamer back on. I'm not sure. Maybe I just wasn't. I don't know. Just worried. He wasn't. Whatever.
Homer the Clown Trigger said, Tads, it's a different problem. With Nemos, they can be aggressive, feisty little buggers.
Yeah, I've noticed that. There's a Dottie back in there too, and he kind of does his own thing. All right. done with this water change. I'm gonna turn on the filters. This one should be that one. This one should be that one. This is actually the surface skimmer, right? Yes. Okay. Hang on the back is working. Is it? Yeah, I just have it turned down. It's turned up a little. Thermostat or
Homer
the
the Clown Trigger
is blowing.
said, "Good morning, Eduardo."
Good morning, Eduardo. All right. So, from that, let's go down here. I'm gonna move this. It's all set up. Ooh. Second.
Alishan AS said, "How often do you do water changes on the marine tank?" Atkins
Not
Nature
very.
Aquariums said, "How old is the tank now?"
The marine tank's almost 3 years old. Or, yeah, about 3 years old. It was set up and I put fish in it. I think it was like September, October of 21. Pretty sure that I did that. And then, well, like the first set of clowns I put in there died because, like I was saying, I was doing a fishless cycle. I had the ammonium. My test kit was reading 0 ammonia, which it had climbed and then decreased, and then my other test kit was reading 0 nitrite. However, my nitrate test kit was out of date. So when I put fish in there, they did, and I was like, wait. And then somebody, I had some test strips, I think, that somebody gave me, or I got at the fish store. The lady there gave me a couple of them, and I tested it, and sure as anything, the nitrites were through the roof. So those fish kind of, I guess I could jump the gun and putting fish in there, but I thought the cycle was okay. So make sure your test kits are up to date. That's the point. That's the PSA on this one. All right, we're back here. Oh yeah, that's right. I did hook up a whole light source to this, didn't I? That's right. I did do that. Now, is it this button? Yes. And this button. Yes. Nice. Cool. Forgot about that. I don't have them on a timer or anything. Where's that flashlight? Pocket. Let's see if there's anything in here.
Aquatics said, "Morning, Jason."
Yo, what up, man? How's it going?
Homer the Clown Trigger said, "Water change, what is that? The last I did was after I moved the fish in the rack, thus filling up and add a big tank count."
Yeah. No. Well, maybe. That's like the initial water change. But yeah, back to the question about how many times I do water changes on the saltwater tank. I was doing them quite regularly. But then, well, the last one I did was on the stream. That was, what, 2-3 weeks ago? I don't see any frying nuts. But you never know. It's just something weaving in the breeze. See anything? No frying here yet. This is Illuminatus. Yeah, so one of the things I did, I stopped doing, well, what was Atkins, the one that, Ian. He's the one that's, he had a problem with cyanodorsalis. He said, you know what I did? I didn't do anything. I just stopped doing everything. Stopped doing water changes and just took care of itself. And I started doing that, and the cyano has been getting better, so there might be something to that. It's burning itself out, I guess. I don't know. Go over here. These would be for cactus. Whoa. Stab anybody. Let's see, we got any eyeballs in here? Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, I see one right there. Around. This little guy right there. I
And
remember.
Lishan Haas said, I do water changes on the Moray Hill tank about twice a year.
Twice a year. Holy cow. Wow. Yeah, for the most part, I just kind of top it off with some RO. I don't see any more fish in here. Just that one. No, there's at least one for Kata. Here's the deal. This water, this whole rack is not heated at all, so all these tanks are relatively cold. Let me get my temp going. I don't necessarily know that's a good idea, but I didn't know if I felt like running 6 heaters over here.
Master
You know what I mean?
Aquatics. Just
Should
call
heat the
me
spring a little
Eduardo
more.
said, Hey Jason, you spaghetti slurper. Offer me a reason to understand why you chose me to be your voice this day.
Look, Rachel went on vacation, okay? Giovanni, good friend of mine here, decided he would come in and help for the day, you know? Give him a break, man. Doing his best. 68 degrees is what. That says 70. Mop says 69. So that's where we're at here. Pretty freaking cold, right? How about these top ones? 69.8, so 70-ish. It's cold. Probably why that one in here died. 70, 69.8.
Ali Shanaes said Rachel went to the islands with fishermen.
That's right. They ran away together. This is interesting. This fits perfectly. But the other one down here does
Homer,
not
the
fit.
clown trigger, said Kayano will come and will go takes time, may some flow change or light adjustment or strawberry couch forever.
Yes, right. I'm still
Cold
looking for
marine
that strawberry
tanks
couch.
sound nice for some seahorse species.
Yeah, I don't think the clowns and the seahorses would do well though. Plus, don't you need kind of like a stiller tank? You can't have too much flow. Well, my tank doesn't have like crazy amount of flow. It does have some. All right, this is the one that has. First of all, this is one of the lids. I gotta fix this. For some reason, this lid is smaller than the tank. Like just slightly. If you have it all the way to one side, this other side goes in. And it's the same with the glass. Found that out the hard way. If you have this side all the way there, this other side falls in. Whoop. So this is, yeah. These are Marineland lids. I think my solution to this, scooch this up, make it uneven.
Atkins Nature Aquariums
There we go.
said, sometimes just not doing a water changes helps. As you
All
learn
right.
what your tank needs, you adapt.
All right.
Water
Now we
changes
see what
in
it is here.
general are good, but sometimes just not needed for some tanks.
Just the not the needed. All right. It's a little janky now. We gotta push that. There we go. All right. I think we've created a situation where it can't fall in. Cool. Cool. All right. Well, let's look at fry. See if there is any. This is where the there were babies in here for the Madakas. All that moss. I pulled that out of the Madaka tank and just left it in here. And then whatever was it, a week later, we saw some baby fry in there. Let's see if they're still there.
Kalish said, good morning, Jason.
What
Hello,
up,
wonderful
Kalish?
peoples.
What up? Be in here. Alright, you got any eyeballs? Yup. There's one. Two. Jeez, there was 5 the other day. 7? Was it 5 or 7? I don't remember. Getting bigger, they're going down. They're dying off. What's happening here? Seeing you guys daily. I see 2. Only 2. Not eating enough? Cold? Is that a fish? What is that? I don't know. Don't know.
Atkins Nature Aquariums said, but also if your tank is looking off and it has been a while since you did a water change, it might be good to do a small water change.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, I mean, you got to be kind of like a little bit of intuition there, you know, or whatever. Just keep an eye on things when things look off, obviously. Yeah, I agree with that. All right. I only see those two fries, so I guess I'm not feeding enough in this. I have not missed any feedings. I feed twice a day. In the morning, once in the evening. Mostly that fry powder, so. I don't know. Alright. So.
Homer the Clown Trigger said,
Let's go
Mommy
right.
Shark, doo-doo, 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 Mommy Shark, doo-doo, 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 Mommy Shark, doo-doo, 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 Mommy Shark, Daddy Shark, doo-doo, 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 Daddy Shark, doo-doo.
You're right there? Alright. This one, these were the Celebi's Rainbow mops that I stuck in here. I don't see any fry though. Like I did say, these tanks are cold, man. What are these bottoms at? These bottoms gotta be colder. Boom. 65. 65.4.
Deb's Aqua Pet said, Hey Jason and everyone, hope you're all well.
Thanks. And I hope you're well too. This one I don't have a lid for, and you can see how much has evaporated from it. Whoops. I just have an air stone moving in here. Plus, it didn't help that the pupper came down there and stuck her mouth in here and started drinking this. He's like, oh, fresh water. So I got her own water. Drink my tank water. Alright. That's that. Guess we, not really entirely sure what I can do about keeping this warmer, or I'm just going to try and hatch out colder fish, I guess. Or hatch them out water, which will slow hatch rates, and it's not ideal. Not
Master
ideal.
Aquatics. Just call me Eduardo said. G'day, Debbie. Hope you are into Italians. Giovanni here trying to find an English wife.
What? Eduardo, I don't know how. Just how do you do these things to the pond? It's like, what the? Everything was fine. And Eduardo showed up. Oh. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know what that said. Oh, I took a little video too a second ago. Fishies. Where are we at? Where's my clicky thingy? Here. We can look at this for a sec. I can move it to the camera around. I don't know what else we gotta do here. What time is it? We got time. We got time. I know what we can do. I've been meaning to do this. It's been a long time since I've actually done this. I don't know if I've ever done this. Let's go feed some fish. How about that? It's been a while. Maybe I'll bust open that Basileers. Wish I had some Ebo.
The Nano Aquarium guy said, one water change, two water changes, three water changes, ha ha ha.
Ah, ah, ah. Ah, ah, ah. Chill, Giovanni. I don't know what was with the growling. I have no idea, man. It's something Eduardo brings that out. That's all I gotta say. So blame him. Let me find. Look at these little fat little. You guys are big. Oh, I see a pleco too. All right, let me switch this camera. Go here.
Window Liquor #5 said, what in the flip happens to the fry? Any bodies? You put these mops in tank for months and no new fish. WTF.
That's not true.
Homer the Clown Trigger said, so
true at
how
all.
long will some freshwater shrimps survive in marine tanks for feeding?
Oof. I don't know. Probably not very
SBFL
long.
Aquatics said, hit that like button, it's free.
Change the camera. Looking at there we are. Yeah, hit that like button. It is free. But anyway, whoever was it, window licker. Yes, I have been. Some tanks have been like some of the fry hatching has been kind of slow recently. Um, However, sticking the mops outside in the cyanodorsals kind of sparked that again. So I do see a lot of fry in that tub outside. There are fry in here too. In these here, let's go look at them. I have so far what has hatched. Well, this is gonna be harder to see. We can actually we need to take a look at these guys because I gotta kind of gauge if they're getting big enough to move in with the parents, with the colony. So let's set this camera up in a way. Should be able to see.
Master Aquatics.
Master
Just call me
Aquatics.
Eduardo said I have noticed that Eduardo fingers the keyboard like an Italian pizza maker.
Is that so? Alright, whatever. I need to. Here, let's put this here. And that might work. Now we need a light source. Alright. These guys can hang tight for a sec. We're gonna go back here. We're gonna go back here. I'm gonna take the last sip of my coffee. Fortitude. Where is the flashlight that I just had? It's in my pocket, in my butt. Nope. Yes, it is in my pocket. It is not my butt. Is it? Alright, can we see this? Boom, look at these guys. Those are fry. There's also shrimp in here. But these are fricatas. Fricatas. They do look kind of smaller. I don't know if I put them in with parents yet. These both look like females too. Only two. You know? You can do. Something. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I think again, I should probably start feeding them a little bit more than just fry food because they're kind of biggish.
Homer the Clown Trigger said, is that an Italino accent? I thought I got some Russian May Yugoslavish accent.
You might have, man. Who knows? Giovanni's all over the place today. Here's a betta. Look at this little guy. This is the one I got from Patty. Chills out down here. Doing his thing. There's a bunch of cherry shrimp in here. Bunch of guppy grass. Alright, let's go over here a sec. Take a look at the other fry. Now these should be Gertrudes in here. Hang on, I gotta move some stuff.
Window Licker Hashi5 said, K, sorry I lost track of them.
There you go, see? Have faith, man,
Fetchatrimas
have
said,
faith.
Forcatas.
Forgot this.
Victor C said, say Italiano.
Now in here, I know there's a couple fry. Although it's gonna be hard to see them because they do like to hide. Seen them. But I feed this tank quite a bit. Yeah, I see him down there. These are Gertrudes. I believe that's a female. Cool. I see one over there, hiding in the grass. Definitely not big enough to put with the parents yet. Not far off though. Got blue dreams in here. Those are the ones I grew in the tub last summer. Excuse me. Wow, this tank's getting overgrown again. I have to clear out some of this seagrass. Sanity. Oh, there's two in the back over there. I see them. I don't know if that was the same one that was over here. No, it's not. So there's definitely three fry in here. Out to this side. I don't know. No, there's 2 over there. That one's a male. Wow, those are actually getting kind of big. The ones in the back can actually probably move. Yeah, they're like having a whole another colony in here. They're gonna start breeding if they haven't already. Yeah, there's 3. See them all together right in this back. Maybe you can see them. Oof. There we go.
Big Steve's glass boxes said,
What up,
"Good
Big
morning,
Steve?"
everyone."
Good morning. Hold on, you're going for a ride, people.
Aquarium
stay with me.
Delirium said, "Deb's a Capezza, you are a superstar."
There you go. You're not wrong. Oh, here we go. This is also Patty's tank or Patty's fish. Oh, some of mine are in here too. There's Corey's right there, and the Rosie or whatever cherry.
Homer the Clown Trigger said, "Lasciatemi cantare con la chitarra in mano, lasciatemi cantare. Sono un italiano, buongiorno Italia. Gilli spaghetti al dente, un partigiano come presidente con l'autoradio sempre nella mano destra."
You're saying every Italian word you know. El Presidente. Nice. I feel like I was being cursed out. Alright, where's the little clicky thingy? What do I do with it? Here it is. Let's, hold on. Oh. Where was I with it? I was over here.
Win Liquor #5 said what he said.
Yeah, what he said. Oh, here it is. Alright. Let's go over here a minute. What are we looking at? Where's my phone? Why is it not working? Nothing's happening. Okay. This is right. Yep. A little bit of a glare. Let's see if we can get rid of that. Maybe we do this. Hang on. Yeah, you guys look at that for a second. And I'm going to move this camera around so you don't get sick, alright? Is that better? It might be better. Let's see. Take a look. It's in a book. Either worse or better. Or the same. Better if I can. It's bigger. Give me a second. Ooh, sorry. Picking you guys. Not now.
Window Liquor #5 said, "Have the Angels had eggs again lately?"
I haven't seen any, man. Honestly. Yeah, it's not too shabby. See all the fish. Lost a lot of that glare. I have
Homer
not
the
seen
Clown
eggs.
Trigger said, "Let me sing with the guitar in hand. Let me sing I am Italian. Good morning Italy. Spaghetti al dente and a partisan as president. Always with the car radio in your right hand, a canary above."
There you go. Feel like the national anthem. Look at that. He's got like a. You see that blue spot on his base of his fin? That's like the iridescence. That's the. Well, these are Bulgarian greens, and that does look green. That's kind of cool. He must have developed that recently. He's also got some stuff on his tail that looks. Yeah, those guys are cool. Alright, so these are obviously Bulgarian greens. I have not seen them breed, but I have not been paying much attention to it either, so. And a lot of times, whatever, some point during the construction, the power had to get turned off and reset, so I know, actually I should do that right now. This light, it's on, the timer got like reset to like a weird time. So it's always off when I
SWFL
feed, so
Aquatics
it's always
said
dark
took
in there.
approx 80 dime size angel fry from parents. They are not happy parents.
Oh, I bet. Now, every time these guys have laid eggs, it's either them eating the eggs or the geos that are doing it. And those are wine miller eyes. There's 2 of them in here. I used to have 4. Kind of sad that only 2 of them survived. Yeah. One of them's getting big. But I think I'm gonna feed these guys. I do have basileers. Just crack open and put in there. Also have Basileur's pumpkin. A little bit bigger of a pellet. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Bigger of fish. Yeah, why not? And maybe lucky we'll see Mr. G. Is a ghost knife. Getting big. It's been a while since I've seen him out, but you know, there is a L333 Pleco right there underneath that rock.
Homer, the clown
there's like
trigger,
3 or
said,
4 of them in
so
here.
what food do you have with less phosphorus in it?
I believe, like I said, when I was feeding the Ebo Aquarist, I haven't really. Problem is, I ran out of the Ebo, and like after that, like I fed it for like a week and a half, and then I ran out. So I started feeding those blackworm pellets. So I can't really tell for sure if it was less or not. But that 1 week, we got like did a whole big drop of. Put some over here too. Hopes that we might lure out Mr. G. Even though he's nocturnal, he does come out to eat occasion. We'll see. In the meantime, set up another camera. I guess we should do this. Yeah, we'll do it in like sections of the room here, make life easier on myself. Well, we could do this. It's already here. Oh. I just threw that.
Alishan AS said Keith still has Dr. Basler in stock last time I looked.
Did he? I kind of bought like every time I looked, clicked on it, was like out of stock. So I did buy. I would have gotten a bigger bottle or more of them, but they only had the one of the medium or the regular stuff and the pumpkin.
Homer, the clown trigger,
maybe
said,
I
how
restock.
many fish do you feed with Thade? Amount, that's what my 9 Mossos are getting.
What was the question here? How many fish do you feed with that amount? That's what my 9 Mossos are getting. Well, what I just fed there was like four little scoops or whatever they are. That's for those 2 Geos, the 2 Angels. I believe there's 4 or 3. I can't remember how many we put in this tank. 333s.
Master Aquatics.
And the black ghost knife. So
just call me Eduardo
Monos,
said,
okay.
I am having a very difficult time wanting some hot Italian sausage on my lasagna with extra cheese. Eduardo must finger the pasta to perfection.
Banger it. And why does this camera look weird? I don't know if we're going to see a Mr. G sighting. You can see that pleco from here.
Window Licker #5 said, did you want to check what the water change did to the phosphates?
Yeah, I was going to let it, the filter kind of kick around a bit and get rid of this, you know, let the water clear up. Yeah, don't let me forget. We'll test that. Yeah, those guys. There was guppy grass that got put in this tank, but apparently they're cool with it, so it's just been floating around ever since. Not hurting it. There are some crypts in here. There is some dwarf sag in here, but it's not doing very well because probably because the geos keep picking at it. That one geo is definitely bullying another one, man. We might have to.
Alishan AS said, Pastik Gabagul.
It's the bagul. Alright. The geo is getting chased, huh? separate them. Hiding for his life. So have some food. Run. Pleco, you see his tail moving over there by the cave on the left? There's 3 caves. This picture. One all the way on the left. There's a Pleco right next to it. Past the Gabagoo.
Homer the Clown Trigger said, "What is that red thing on the left side of the tank?"
I'm pretty sure that's a reflection in the glass of a Tupperware container. The red lid on it. Yep, that's exactly what that is. Just open that water and split everywhere. Pretty sure that's what you're seeing. Is this. Should be going. Alright. Alright, I guess we're not seeing no Mr. G today.
Master Aquatics, just call me Eduardo, said we should have an Italian poll. Who is Italian in the chat? And who loves Italian food? Type 69 as an answer.
Let me, Poppy, you gotta get back in your bed. I don't know why this looks like, are we zoomed in on something here? Is that what this is? This camera. Brightness is. About this. Nope. Oh. Just the way it is. Look out, little puppy. Gotta be a good girl. Look at you limping so much. We gotta get out of the way. Come here. There you go. Oh, I gotta take it back. I'm just gonna feed the black worm sticks powder that I grind up here. High in phosphorus, phosphates.
Fisherman64 said, "Wow, this is annoying."
Is it? It's a nice departure from reality. See the Corey's out.
Alishan AS said, "Is there a giveaway today? Maybe frozen pizza or raw sauce?"
Pum 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 pum.
What's up, Fishy Mom? Good morning. Glad you can make it. All right. Well, I guess while that's feeding, we can sub another. We can move this camera. He's here. You didn't like Giovanni? All right. Got this. I think we gotta do it from the same angle here. So very good. Okay. This one. Should be looking at goldfish, right? Yes. It's a little too much of an angle. Ain't too bad. A lot of glare. Is that better? See me? Hi. Maybe. Let's go. This way. Or head on.
Homer, the clown trigger, said, "The good Italian is a born food. I should make me some nice spaghetti carbonara 69 living
Oh,
net to
yeah.
Italy with some nice parmesan and fresh eggs."
I could use some carbonara, man. Alright, well, I don't know what's going on here. Let's do this. Hopefully that helps. Pull out of here. It's about as good as it's gonna get. Oh well. Alright, let's feed that. We can feed this to Basileers too. These guys are kind of big. Hungry dudes. These goldfish I picked up at a local Petco one day on my way home from work. I bought, I believe it was 5 of them for $1 as feeders. And needless to say, one of them died like in quarantine. The rest of them are still there. Living the dream, man. You know? The other thing, oh, this might be too big for these guys. I didn't think about that. There are rainbow darters in here too. And not panda gars, gar rufus. Red gars. The dockfish. I have to get the smaller Basileers. Yeah, let's open that one too. Why not? We can open it. There we go.
Fisherman64 said, "Jason, you saved them from the pot."
I did. I saved him from
Victor C said, "Jason, nice tall ship. What did you do with the sails?"
they decayed. There were no sales, I don't think. Anyway, I got this whole tank I got for free.
Master Aquatics,
Including
"Just
that
call
tank.
me Eduardo,"
That
said Jason. "I
decoration.
think Fisherman69 would be an excellent addition to Eduardo's calzone, with extra Sicilian sauce and a dash of hot sausages."
There you go. The sausages. Okay. Let's move on here. You know what? We could feed. Yeah, we're here. We'll feed the ball sharks next. Just gonna move the camera around. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright, this can get moved back. This fishing room is getting tighter by the minute. So we can see Sailfin and Pleco, man. This guy's awesome. Anyway. Everybody chilling out in here? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on. Just gonna wander around, feed some fish. Why not? Take it easy. Bala sharks. This is the 125. Bala sharks, Denison barbs. There's that Sailfin Pleco right there on the bottom. There's also a hoplocat, whose name is Chico. He's over here in the corner, but you can't really see him. He likes to hide. What are you doing, puppy? Bala sharks are getting big. This dude is huge. I was trying to compare them, but I think they're still, yeah. That Sailfin Pleco is about just as long as that big ass Bala shark. There was a point when he was the biggest guy. I think that guy's getting bigger by the day. Yeah, here, let's feed. Let me pause this. Shot a bunch of junk in that tank too. Let's pause that for a second. Let's open this water drain for a minute. Now,
Victor C said nice sharks.
thanks. Like I said, I was feeding these California blackworm sticks. The bala sharks seem to be eating them like whole. So do the catfish. They're too big for the Denison barbs, and there's also Buenos Aires tetras in here. But I do take up the ground stuff. Use the pepper grinder, and then the fine stuff they can eat. Occasionally, do some of this soft Grand Spirulina stuff. Sinks. This guy is like one of my favorite fish, honestly.
Homer, the clown trigger, said, speaking of Dr. Baslier, I want some bigger pellets for Homer, but I don't find the bigger pellets. Then the better tabs may I should change to Missouri gel food.
Yeah, maybe. Or, what is that, Rapashi? There's a Hoppocat, man. This guy's cool. He's looking a lot better. This dumb guy used to hurt himself on the heater in the old tank. He would burn himself. He had burns on him a couple times because he would just hide under the heater. Or he would dig up the heater to bury under it and then burn himself. So that's one of the things that the sump solved. The heater's no longer in the tank, so I don't have to worry about that. It's kind of nice. I do need to do a water change in this tank. Like, it's been a hot minute. These Denison barbs are looking great, though. Cow. One's getting big. That guy's getting... I picked these up at the local Petco, man. They were looking good there. They were looking good here. I like them. Buenos Aires, they've been here for a long time. For a long time. I used to have 6 of them. I'm down to 4 or 2. Just because I think they aged out. These dudes are... These guys are long in the tooth. They've got to be like 6 years old.
Homer, the clown trigger, said I could use a marine pleco.
Yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? I'm assuming there is some sort of...
Fishimon64 said, when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When the world seems to shine, like you've had too much wine, that's amore.
That's amore. Ring, ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling, and sing Vita Bella. Now I'm going to be singing that all day. Holy cow. Hearts will play tippy-tippy-tay, tippy-tippy-tay, like a gay tarantella. Alright, moving on. You have no idea what you've done. See if we can get in this little cave here.
Nita's World said, good morning, Fish Fam.
Good morning. Thanks for being here. How's this looking? Maybe okay-by? Maybe okay-by? Oh, what are you doing out here? Did the kitty steal your bed? Is that why you're out here?
Master Aquatics, just call me Eduardo, said Jason. I have had my Denison barbs for less time than you have, and mine are huge, like 3 inches long and 3 inches wide.
Wow.
You think that I have been feeding too much Italian food?
Maybe. I don't know, man.
Fish Dream said, diamond gobies keep the sand spotless. Marine fish.
Nice. Diamond gobies. I
Fishing
don't know.
on
These do not
64
look
said,
unhealthy.
when you
or
walk in a
skinny.
dream, but you know you're not dreaming, signore scusami, but you see back in old Napoli, that's
Signores.
amore.
You know it. All right. Where's my little? There it is. Think we've seen enough of this, right? Pleco's just munching away, enjoying life. Those venison barbs, they look small, but they're actually, they look healthy. They're big, nice and plump. But they're, I don't know about, that one's like 4 inches long easily. Biggest one is my finger. About to hear on my hand. Whoops, I think I just clicked that button. That's about as big as it is. How many knuckles? That's like 4 knuckles. All right, let's see. How's this one look? How's this camera look? See the blind cave Tetra tank? Yeah, that ain't too bad. We're a little high, a little high. See if we can come down. Try not to disturb you too much. How about now? Better? Yeah. Better got worse. I don't know. We'll see. Empire of Dirt. What's up, Jeff Kane? Turn this a little more that way. Okay. Hopefully that's good. Yeah, it's about as good as it's going to get. In this tank are blind cave tetras, red and blue Colombian tetras. I think there's some Gara Spilota in here still. Is that it?
Window Licker #5 said the power crystal is still alive.
It is, but it no longer changes color. Well, all right, let's put it that way.
Homer the Clown Trigger said, guarda che luna, guarda che mare, da questa notte senza te dovrò restare folle d'amore, vorrei morire mentre la luna di lassù mi sta a guardare resta, soltanto tutto il rimpianto perché.
There you go. That's all you need to know. It no longer does white light. It's like whatever that orange is. I guess whatever the white light's burned out.
Fishymon64 said bells will ring ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling, and you'll sing Vita Bella, Vita Bella, Vita Bella. Hearts will play tippy-tippy-tay, tippy-tippy-tay, like a gay tarantella, lucky fella.
Lucky fella.
Dixon Designs said, okay, I changed my wetsuit. Good morning again, Fish Fam.
Good morning. What's going on? All right.
Master Aquatics, just call me Eduardo said, yours are stunning, don't get me wrong. Oh, I love them, just wondering why mine have grown so fast, and they are in a 75-gallon tank too.
Yeah, I don't know. What are you feeding them? I'm like a miser with some of the food around here. It's probably why I have my fish are scrawny. No, that's not true. I try to go easy on the food though, because, overfeeding is not good. But I do tend to overfeed too, so. Oh, what to tell you, man?
Killer Kitty 08 said, no one else here Dracula instead of Italian. Heidi, everyone.
No, we had good morning, Killer Kitty. And the consensus was it was the Count from Sesame Street. 1, 2, Oh my God! Remember last week when I said that I forgot to empty the brine shrimp from the week before? I still haven't emptied it. I just looked at it right now and just remembered, like, I gotta get this out of here.
Homer, the Clown Trigger said, that's why BB it's a thing in your tanks, but I love
animals. Oh, help me. All right. Oh yeah. I wanted to. I gotta turn that off. There we go. All right. We just gotta take this over to sink. We're gonna stick it in there. 3-week-old brine shrimp? Anyone? At least the water's been turning around, like the air's so still on.
Fishimon64 said, see
Oof.
what you have done. You have created a monster. Bells will ring ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling, and you'll sing Vita Bella, Vita Bella, Vita.
Vita Bella. Used to work in an Italian restaurant. And that song, man, every day. Oh, this is just the humanity. Oh, the humanity.
Window Liquor #5 said, oh, now that's the stuff for the construction van. Oh,
Yeah,
snap,
there you
are
go.
you feeling this Fishimon?
Yeah, that would be some payback. We used to have a friend that would leave hoagie bombs. in People's houses.
Fishimon64 said, bells will ring ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling, and you'll sing Vita Bella, Vita Bella, Vita Bella. Hearts will play tippy-tippy-tay, like a gay tarantella, lucky fella.
I think you said this before. I might have. It's stuck on repeat now. All right. Anyway, yeah, the hoagie bombs. He used to come over, hang out. Be like the house would be full, so he would like sit on the floor next to the couch. Everybody would bring their lunches, hanging out, whatever, and he would just stick his like half-eaten hoagie behind the couch because he was sitting there, and then completely forget about it and leave. And then like 3 weeks later, like people are flipping out, going, "Dude, what is going on with this?" A tuna fish hoagie hiding behind the house. Alright. Or behind the couch, I mean. The Italian Christmas donkey. Oh god, you know how much I heard that one too. It's Dominic. The Italian Christmas donkey. Oh. Ah! That might have been a Name That Tune one too at one point. Alright. Let's move on. Enough of this. Enough. You know.
Dixon Designs said, is there less BBA in that tank?
There is BBA in that tank. Come on. I mean, do you have to ask that question? It should just be known. No, there is, actually this tank, when I first set this tank up and I built this whole thing.
Fishimon64 said, when the moon hits your eye, like a big pizza pie, that's amore. That's amore when the world seems to shine.
Minka, why are you breaking my... Yeah, anyway. I have a build on my channel about how I did this cave. And, one of the things I learned is that I use a lot of this pond foam on the bottom of this thing, kind of make like a cave ceiling. However, foam is buoyant. So this whole structure was kind of floating, so I had to grab rocks. And I grabbed these dragonstone that I had from another tank that was covered in blackbeard algae. So the first thing I did in this thing was introduce rocks with blackbeard algae. It's still on the rocks. Gotten slightly better. Plants are doing okay. Some of them could be doing better. The crypts seem to do okay. The Anubias is alright. A lot of times the Anubias, like, such a slow grower, so it doesn't want to root, and it always gets knocked around. One Spilota in there, I see. There used to be more. There used to be 2, 3. There's another one.
Master Aquatics,
At least
just
2.
call me Eduardo, said Santa's got a little friend. His name is Dominic, the cutest little donkey. You never see him kick. When Santa visits his paisans with Dominic, he'll be, because the reindeer cannot climb the hill.
Yeah, at least 2 Spilotas in here. Yeah. So, I don't know, it's kind of maintaining. I should get more plants. But, you know, it takes a while. I need to get my pants a little more.
Fishymon64 said, Jazz, Ren, you did this, big fella. Just go eat some spaghetti.
I did, didn't I? All right. What we could do is, you know, we always feed the flounders around here. We could do that could be next. Those are cool dudes. Let me get some of the food prepped here for them, though, because not gonna come out unless I got food. Speaking of food, I feed the worms, so I'm just gonna do that while I'm here. You guys will watch that. I'll feed some worms real quick. I got a big bag of algae weavers. Petco recently. Ow.
Empire of Dirt Aquatics,
Dirty
Jeff
cat
K,
ate 'em.
said he's bored filling in for Rachel.
Yes. Yes. Rachel's on vacation this week. She's
Homer the
at
Clown
Disney.
Trigger said, nobody did that, it's me, Mario.
This one might be good. Actually, it's got all the worms on it. Guess we can start with this.
Killer Kitty08 said, is it slate that makes up the cove? How did you attach them together?
All right. Let me tell you how that went down. Hang on one second. That. All right, this is where do we start? Start at the beginning. I used some tile backer board from the local big box store.
Fishymon64 said, hello everyone, that when the moon hits your eye, like a big pizza pie, that's a mori, that's oh.
Yes, so there's a big, it was like a 3x5 sheet of a backer board, which is basically some sort of cement board that had some mesh
Master
on it
Aquatics,
side. It's meant
just
for
call
putting
me
tile.
Eduardo said, hey, jingadi jing, hee-haw, hee-haw, it's Dominic the donkey jing, adi jing, hee-haw, the Italian Christmas donkey, la-la-la, fratentala, la-la-la-la-la-la, di doda.
I can tell now that Giovanni was a mistake. Anyway, moving on. The backer board, I then drilled some holes, 3 holes, for these columns. You can see one here, one there, and one in the back. Those are the actual legs of the whole structure. I don't know how much you can see where you're at. Let me back up maybe. That helps. And then I took the backer board, flipped it upside down. Well, these legs are stainless steel threaded rods. And then I covered them in Sculpey, the oven baked clay, and kind of made it look like what do they call them, like slagmite. And a slagmite meets a stalactite, it becomes a column, right? So that's what I tried to do, that in the 3 things to make the legs. That's what it sits on. I then used pond safe foam, whatever that insulation foam or whatever stuff is, black. Sprayed it on underneath, kind of give it like a cave texture. Also, in the process, made some Sculpey slag tights. And when the foam was
Fisherman64
soft,
said, Jazz,
or just
Red,
right, I
we
just stuck it in
stopped
there.
listening to you minutes ago.
Yep. Stuck it in there, and then painted the whole thing with some
Window
dry lock.
Hash 5 said Jason, I just tried looking for that build vid for the cave tank to post it, but I couldn't find it.
Oh no.
Are you sure it's still posted?
Oh, I'm sure. I actually think it's one of the videos I'm promoting at the moment. Hang on, let me finish eating these worms.
Homer the Clown Trigger said, hey Jeff, Fafa he Dixon.
This one fed. Did I feed these worms? No, these fed. Boom, boom, boom. Are we looking at flounders? No, we're not. Why aren't we looking at the flounders? Just fed the flounders. Probably all out. Feeding the worms. The flounders now. Out. Yeah, oh, well, I see fish, but hang on. Let me finish feeding. Worms.
Windowlicker #5 said, maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. Fishimon64 said, you talking to me? You talking to me?
I don't see anybody else here. I must be talking to you. All right. Just some pellets in here for blackworms. They like to eat. All right, that's cool. Oh, that hurt. You seen any flounders in here or no? One. Is that a worm I'm looking at? Let me go look at a tank. I don't know if they know there are any worms in here. Did just feed these guys yesterday too, so they might be full. You can see all the dirt from the coconut fibers from the. Yeah, I'm not seeing any. Oh, there's one right
Fishimon64
here.
said, do I amuse you? You think I'm a clown?
Clown, how?
Thank you, Kalish, very much for the 5 gifted
Oh,
memberships.
Kalish, thank you. Thank you very much. Long way, and congrats to whoever won those. See if I can zoom in on this guy. And, like I say every time, that's what fuels the channel around here. See him breathing. About to pounce. Right there in the front, in the middle. Moving. One in the back moving too. It's alive.
Congratulations,
Oh.
Fishyman64 on the membership milestone.
Woo!
Fishyman64 has been an extraordinary aquarist for 10 months.
Right on, dude. 10 months. Holy cow. We're almost going on a year now with this. That's crazy.
Homer the Clown Trigger said, I got a weird suggestion. Seahorses with some flounders. HM could be a thing.
It could be a thing, actually.
Congratulations, Master Aquatics, just call me Eduardo on the membership milestone. Master Aquatics, just call me Eduardo has been an extraordinary aquarist for 10 months.
There you go, man. Look at that guy. What's wrong with him? He looks weird. His belly is sunken. He's malnourished. I don't know. I should be eating. He just looks weird. That sand dorsal looks strange. Gotta pay a little more attention. Gotta deworm him or something. There they go. Now they're feet. Now they know the worms are in the tank.
Empire of Dirt Aquatics, Jeff Kane, said, old age?
Maybe. Maybe. I got these guys in
Homer the
Kentucky.
Clown Trigger said, what do they get when they hit 1 year mark? Some nice presents for the fishies.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Master
Well,
Aquatics,
we'll party.
just call me Eduardo said, and Eduardo has been an amazing pain in the ass as well.
Yeah, the whole time. Even before.
Fishimon64 said, feed him some spaghetti and black worms.
That's what they're eating. They're eating a little bit of the spaghetti. It's a little bit of the linguine. Right? That's a little bit of the linguine. Alright, well, I see 2 of these dudes. I saw 4 of them the other day. Have to trust me, there's 4 of them in here. That guy looks a lot better. There, right? Something wrong with him. Or genetics or something. Maybe he's inbred. 2 inbred. Kind of why I split the colony in 2, because I want bottlenecking just 1. I don't know if that makes sense. So now I'm growing some outside, hopefully in the summer. Tubbing. that goes.
Dixon Designs said, Jason, what type of worms are they? They look white?
Yeah, there are, I think,
Homer the Clown Trigger said, any luck with breeding them?
the pseudos, yes. The flounders, not so much. Whoa. By his buddy. Anyway, the worms, I believe my worm colony kind of got contaminated. I had white worms and I had grindle worms, and I think now there's both in that one that I just fed. So I think the small little skinny ones, the ones that are like, you know, the pseudos right there are eating, those are probably the grindle worms, and the bigger ones are probably white worms, or on their way to white worms, bigger white worms. I don't know. I don't know. Or they could all just be grindle worms, and some of them are just big grindle worms. Not too schooled on worms. I have grindle worms. I have purchased grindle worms. I have purchased white worms. I do have a colony of 2 colonies of white worms. Split those up. Yeah, we did it on the stream, and they seem to be pretty intact.
Fishimon64 said that Fishimon got some moves. He's a regular John Travolta.
He is. Oh, you don't know about the Fishmon? Yeah, maybe. Although I don't think they're doing too bad in here. Like there seems to be plenty of space for them. And this is a 10 gallon. This is like the, you know, seeing the front third of it. Behind that mop is the mop is in the middle of the tank, so there's a whole other half of the tank behind that.
Homer the Clown Trigger said, I am wonder, do the flounder eat the smaller fish when they get close to them?
I think they could, but I don't think anything's hatching in here because I keep taking the mops out. So I guess if there were like fry in here, I have no doubt that those ambush predators, if they could, would ambush those fry. So I don't think they'd be good with shrimp either because they would do the same thing. I used to keep these guys with shrimp, and I noticed with my blue dreams, and I noticed they had nice full blue bellies at times. And my shrimplets were nowhere to be found. That's when I had them in the freshwater tank. Now they're in brackish. I believe they can go full salt too, but I don't know if I want to put them in with the saltwater tank. That would be cool. That'd be kind of interesting. They are getting big though. I had these guys for a little while. I can't remember when I got them, but I did show them off on stream when I got them. That was a while ago. Just have to like go back and I should write this stuff down. Wait, I used to write this stuff down. Maybe I wrote that down.
Fisherman64 said, maybe the flounder is eating the eggs.
Maybe, but I do see eggs in the
Homer
mop.
the
That's
Clown
not the
Trigger
problem.
said, I think they can go full marine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can. And this brackish tank is not far from full marine. It's like 1.015, which I think is exactly where marine starts. It's like the high end of brackish. What they consider marine, I guess, or whatever. I did have some of those pseudomugals in my saltwater tank. They definitely can go full marine. However, I took them out because, you know, while they seem like a decent sized like fish for a pseudo, they're puny compared to the clownfish. And those clownfish were, yeah, they're very territorial. So, needless to say, it wasn't going well for them. Oh, I know where that is, but I don't know where the book is. What was that Renaissance book thing that I had? I don't know. The one I used to use for
Homer
my
the Clown
mops, but I don't know
Trigger
what I
said
did
it's
with
close
it.
enough to marine.
Yeah, it's close enough, right? Yeah, that's why I'm pretty sure they could. And, you know, with evaporation and stuff, I'm pretty sure it gets higher, like 1016, 117-ish. Which I haven't done. I can probably do for...
Victor C said those flounder are cool to see.
They are cool. I like them. They're some of my favorite fish in this fish room. So I got a lot of fish I like, so you know it's kind of hard. But these are definitely some of the cool eyeballs I have. I just like
Deep
looking at a
Science
tank and
Dixon Designs
trying to
said,
find them.
Jason, were you going to get us the link for the cave build?
Oh yeah. Oh my word. Thank God some people remember things around here because I can't remember jack.
Coral Works said Update, Miracle Grow, and other terrestrial forts work in plant-only tanks, but the ammonia and the 100-degree heat combine to make a rank smell of hot cat piss and battery acid.
Well, that sounds pleasant. All right, I think I'm currently promoting
Master
that video.
Aquatics, just call me Eduardo, said
No,
your
not.
flounders are about 11 months old. You got them after we met in July 2023, if I remember correctly. If not, kiss my grits.
Okay. That sounds about right. They're a year, almost going on a year I've had them. That's cool. I mean, a year's a long time. Grand scheme of things, not, but you know, come on. All right, videos, filter, search across my channel, find cave Tetra tank. There it is. Copy this link. Let's paste this link. Boom.
Fishymon64 said, Mom, cat piss.
Let's do this.
Homer, the clown trigger said, so they aren't breeding age, I guess.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I think they live quite a while, and I think they, you know, when they get big, I think in the wild they can get to like the size of your hand. You know what I mean? In captivity, probably not that big. Like a tablespoon or bigger, I would think. Maybe they're about tablespoon size now. So I don't know. See. All right, here let's look at this real quick. Show this. This is build on the Flying Cave Tetra tank. Talking about it. Skip through. See, grab a filter. All right, this is the backer board, and all I did. Whoops, let's back that up. Is rinse it off really well because it has a lot of lime.
Coro Works said, why are you spooning the table?
You know, it's the spoon that's on the table. How about that? Yeah. So I rinse this off. It comes with like a lot of lime because it's a concrete. It's made of like concrete material, and it's actually I think I show it. Close up of it. But anyway, rinse it off. It's porous, so like yeah, this is what it looks like. It's basically concrete junk in the middle, and it's got like a mesh on either side to keep it rigid. So rinse it off real well, get that extra stuff out of there, and I believe next thing I did was paint that. Well, here's the threaded rods, stainless steel, so they won't rust. Cut them to a certain size, put the Scoopy all over it, baked it.
Fishymon64 said,
That's what they
Jazz,
look
when
like.
your hand, or Andra the Giant's hand.
There you go. Those are the legs. Then they got cooked. Here's the.
Coro Works said, is the table the big spoon?
Maybe. I guess it would have to be, wouldn't it? All right. So here's the pond foam, and then I threaded the rods. There's bolts on the other side, or nuts on the other side of those. Goes through. They are bolted, or not? No. Yeah, it's bolted in. Pond foam. Hindsight, I used way too much. There's the Sculpey little slag tights that I stuck in there. Then yeah, then I started painting it. I use this like a concrete. It's called dry lock. It's meant for like basement water prevention stuff, and it's got like it's thick. Got a little bit of sand in it, so it makes like that little gritty. See how like it looks like. Well, it's wet,
Homer the
obviously,
Clown
but it's
Trigger
got like
said,
sand in
what
it.
species are they, Catatheridium or Hippoclinimus?
What are you talking about?
Fishymon64 said it looks like a lot of poop.
Yeah, exactly. Which is what caves look like. So then I took just a tinted dry brush and went over it to give it a little texture, so it wasn't all just like one uniform color. Kind of looked like a cave. And Then it ended up looking something like that, which is, okay. I also, on the other side, the top, which is, you're looking at the roof of the cave right now. But on the other side, I did like a little ridge to kind of hold, you can kind of see it, again on the bottom side, like down here, is just created like a lip of foam around that whole thing to hold in some sand so I could put plants in like it. And then, I had this little, I made this too out of the sculpion and put like this little crystal, and there was like an underwater like pond light thing I bought. Stuck it inside this stalagmite thing with the crystal on it. That's how you got the thing that everybody refers to as the lipstick. And this is kind of what the cave looked like when it was first set up. The light was a lot brighter. Red and blue Colombian
Killer
tetras.
Kitty 08 said, "That's awesome, Jason."
Thank you. That's the whole build. If you'd like to watch it, you can check it out.
Fisherman
That
64
was the
said a
highlights.
little dog rocket.
And you can see these are the rocks I stuck in right off the bat were covered in, like I said, the problem was that the whole thing
Window
wanted to float.
Licker #5 said, "Wow, did that work? I think I figured it out, dumbass." Well.
It worked. No worries, man. All right, let's move on. This other camera. All right, well, that was the one when I built it, and this is it now. So the light got a little dimmer. Plants have grown in.
Coralworks
The algae's
said,
gone
"Is
nowhere."
this cave the depths that are unknown?"
Yes. Yes, as a matter of fact, there are.
Dixon Designs said, "Thank you for the link."
No problem. Yeah, check it out. Good video. It's probably a little longer than it needs to be. It's one of the earlier videos I made, so I was a noob. Still am. All right, what are we doing now? Let's feed some more fish, shall we? Who we should feed is the cichlids right here. Oh, we should do the water testing too. We should check out what time it is. We got a whole thing. What is happening here? All right, we're all right. It's 11 something. We'll be all right. we got a little time. We got some time. So let's do that water testing and see what it looks like after we did the water change. And then we can see basically where we're going to start at for the week, I guess. Ideally, I could do more water changes throughout the week. I feel like we just did this. Because we did. What I'm going to do is rinse out thingies. The vials.
Fishimon 64
Fishimon.
said, "I will check it out when I have absolutely nothing else to do for the rest of month life."
Thanks, dude. Appreciate that.
Master Aquatics. Just Call Me Eduardo said, "This makes this tank over 4 years old when you had plenty of time on your hands, planning on doing another, maybe for a friend?"
Maybe. Well, it was also when I didn't have 30 tanks in a fish room. Building up to those 30 tanks. I think I'm at like 36. I don't even know how many tanks I have anymore. I think I'm at 30 something, 36. You count the fry hatching rack. Who knows? It's been rinsed. Reset. Let's fill the vials. Horrible vials. Oh, we're not even looking at this tank, are we? Nope. Ooh. Let's go back. Let's go this way. Hopefully now. Looking at what I'm looking at. We're still zoomed in? We're still zoomed in. Hang on. Oh, puppy, I'll knock you in the face. Where are you? Where are you? figure that video. There you are. We want to zoom out. No, autofocus.
Fishyman64 said, I remember it well. It was around the same time when someone swindled me out of a 90-gallon.
I was swindled. Well, yeah. I mean, that's the tank that you were swindled out of. Look, man, you're the one that made that deal. Not my fault. I think it helped you. Worked for you. Got that out of your way. You had no place for that tank. Tank is bigger than you, dude. Oops. Too much. Don't worry, we'll feed you guys here in a second. Just want to get these vials filled with water. Start the testing again. I guess I can do all that. Oh, what happened there? Do all that off stream. We've been through it already once today. I am curious though. It's after the water change. Alright, so let me move this over there. Alright, we'll feed these dudes. Now we'll try to do a little water testing. Hang on. My schnozzle itches. Well,
Window Liquor #5 said, I think it was Jason. Can you please take this tank? Now Fishyamon is all jealous on how nice it is. LOL.
I don't know, he knows.
Fishyman64 said, I hated wet armpits ever water change day.
Yeah, that would get annoying. Alright, let's feed these pumpkin. Let's see. You guys can eat pumpkin, right? It's probably good for them. Maybe it'll bring out the reds. The fire mouse and the top O's. Have you seen this? Have you seen this? Put it back up. Probably enough. Four even scoops.
Pum pum pum. Pum pum pum. Pum pum pum. Pum pum pum.
Alright, you guys are watching that, right?
Dixon Designs said, I will need to do water changes today after watching Jason and to get motivated.
Yeah, there you go. See, that's the whole point. You know, it's easy. Easy Sunday morning. Do your thing. Don't worry about anyone. Drink some coffee, do some water changes. You know, low key. Low key. Oh, okay. It's like I do have more of these test packets. I have a whole box I haven't even opened yet. I ordered them because I was getting low, but that low. Alright. I am going to test this water. Some nitrates. Actually, I probably should have just did the phosphates only. But try not to spill this stuff. That's the only thing that's kind of crappy. You know what? I just thought about this. I should 3D print myself like a little funnel. That'd make my life easier. Just cut it open and dump it in. I wouldn't have to worry about missing any of it. I'll just sit here fumbling around.
Said, Loki is the god of mischief.
Low key. Yeah, low key.
Homer the Clown Trigger said, "It's all about a town, down by the river, down by the banks of the river."
Down by the
Charles, that's what's
river.
happening. Baby, that's where you'll find me.
Mm.
Along with lovers, muggers, thieves, but they're cool.
Let's start this one. Dap.
Window Leaker
Window
#5 said,
leaker.
"I think they use $100 bills to do the trick."
What?
Fishyman64 said, "I see a Hello 333.
Yeah, he lives underneath that cave. It's his little home. Yeah, he hangs out there all the time. He's pretty chill. He comes out too. Usually just to grab food, but he's pretty timid. Anytime he sees me, he goes running. You know, can't blame him. Fishymon. Yeah, that funnel idea sounds pretty good. I like that idea. I don't think it would be that hard to do either. There's probably a million designs out there already. Speaking of, there's another pleco hanging out right here. See him? We'll have to feed this guy next. Just finish
Master
shaking this up.
Aquatics. Just Call Me Eduardo said, "Due the easy stream, I believe that we watching the fishies, we interrupt their sexual proclivities. Thus, why we watch and they avoid the breeding."
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a theory. Alright, those are going. Let that one tick down. I will move this camera out of the corner here. Pick up. Is it high enough there? Can you take me higher?
That's lovely, that is.
Isn't it?
Corro Works said the fish can see the infrared light for autofocusing the camera, and so they know you're trying to catch them doing the dance with no pants.
Now, that's interesting because I have used in the past infrared light to on my my night vision security camera, right? And Mr. G will come out under that light. I don't think they can see the infrared, but the camera can, which is kind of cool. I have some fun. You know, I had a whole video. Dude, I had a whole video, like edited everything and whatever, and I just decided I didn't want to do it anymore. Like I stopped. It was pretty cool too. I was just like, you know, didn't live up to my expectations, so I just scrapped the whole thing. It's kind of lame. Should not do that. Anyway, let's go here. This is Pseudomoogle tank. Gertrude's. However, see the little B33 in here. It's one of Fishymon's. There's also a rainbow goby. That's Stiphodon or Ornatus or something like that. Back out of here. Gertrudes are over here doing their thing. Cool. This is almost done counting down. Got a couple minutes left on that. Yeah, that pleco is out. Turn this.
Mel Wall said, "I'm ready for winter, tired of this belligerent heat."
Yeah, you ain't wrong. Oh, And this week is supposed to be another hot one. Ugh. Not looking forward to that. This tank is doing pretty good. Can't complain. This thing has turned around quite a bit. This tank used to be the worst with Blackbeard. I have, well, let's feed these guys while I'm standing here. Should I do... Yeah. Oh, we got a timer going too. Hang on. First test is done and it's at 0.33.
Master Aquatics.
That's actually like half of what it was.
Just call me Eduardo, said Jason. You must continue doing your shorts in order for my students watch them. That is an order, or else.
Well, okay. Since you're being threatened.
Window Leaker, #5 said,
Sorry,
maybe
puppy.
next week, can you try changing the light to the blue light just before the stream and see if Master G comes out?
Mr. G. You know, we could probably get Mr. G to come out.
PNWW Aqua said, according to my quick Google search, some freshwater fishes can see IR spectrum.
Okay. I mean, not saying they can't, but I don't think the ones I have do.
Homer, the clown trigger, said, I have to feed my pony stable and hope Thad, my stallions, are getting buzzy doing their pole dance for Big Betty. Fishy Mon 64 said, Jazz,
Fishy Mon.
and nobody cares about your theories.
This is true. But it's not going to stop me from theorizing. Let's see. That one's almost done. We got 30 seconds. Oh. I got to put those little filters in these tanks, too. One of these days. Oh, my back. Yeah, it does depend. I think it does depend on the fish. Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Killer Kitty 08 said, I guess I better get going back to Ravenloft to mess up some pitiful Barovians. Everyone have a great day.
Good luck with that. Ooh. And have a great day, Killer Kitty. Thanks for being here. Is that 33.6?
I'm not sure.
I'm not talking to you. Alexa, stop. Does that say 33.6? Yeah. Okay. What we got on this? This is all the same day, so I don't know how it's going to record this. Interesting. So after the water change over here, like I cut the nitrates or phosphates in half. Well, we did do almost a 50% water change, right? That makes sense.
Mel Wall said, Jason, didn't you get panda garas? If
I
so,
did.
where are they?
Look. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, hang on. Let's go here for a sec so I can move the other camera. You're okay.
Homer, the clown trigger, said, Alexa set timer 5 minutes.
Good thing I got headphones on. I could do that to you.
Coro Works said, Alexa, restock on Blackbeard algae inoculant.
Alexa, turn off all the lights. Oops. I don't know. Wait, did she? No. Anyway, Panagars are in this tank. Is this the right light? Yes. Tank is one of the ones that I was supposed to. Yes. Let me get this camera set up a little bit. So it's not.
Mel Wall said, Alexa is always listening creepily.
Yup.
Nathan Hovey said, let's all get together
So-
around a fire and drink vodka and eat potatoes. I had to hear the voice say it.
Had to hear it.
LOL.
LOL.
Homer the clown trigger said, she don't like you like mine do to me.
She don't like. All right. What am I doing? Other thing to change the camera to that camera. Now, you should be seeing some a little low, but those are the Panagars.
Jenny Lynn
Oh,
said,
Jen.
one day Alexa is going to tell Jason, no, you will listen to me now.
Yeah, right. That's when the uprising happens. The robot uprising. Ooh.
Master Aquatics, just call me Eduardo said, that was not a threat, more like a promise. Remember my baby sister lives in your state, and she always has my back, and it also very purer to Riken.
This one's tank has been having a cyanobacteria problem. See it go there. I've been going in here trying to make sure I keep off the leaves of the plants.
Window Liquor Hash 5 said, where is the enemy?
Where? Who knows? Whoa. Let's do a quick water change on this, shall we? Can't hurt, right? Keep this tank freshening up. Out of here. Oh, must be 11:30. Lights are going off. A lot of black-beard algae right there. Which I think it's on the roots of there's pothos back of this tank. Oh, it's mulm. So very thick. Back and clean out the python. This end. Oh yeah.
Mel Wall said Pandagaras are my favorite.
Yeah, they're cool. I've always they've been on my list for a while, and I finally picked them up at the last time I was at a swap. That's where I got them. I didn't actually I got them from the fish store that the swap was at, and not from anybody at the swap, which is, whatever. Not too many people are breeding Pandagaras, from what I understand. I like them. They're cool. I had a Siamese algae eater, but he
Homer
didn't
the
make
Clown
it.
Trigger said, quiet, no. No, dang, I love my now 5 strawberries conches. I made a video with them. I love their eyes and trunk snout.
Yeah, they're great.
Fishimon64 said, do not worry, Jazren, I am still listening to you while I do my 3 S's.
Okay, thanks, dude. Like, I don't know, we need to know
just
that.
Call me Eduardo said Jason. I thought you had Hillstrom loaches. Am I incorrect?
I do. I had some in the goldfish tank. I believe I did see one in there. They're very, they like to hide all the time, so it's catching them is holy grail. I have seen one. I thought they were all gone, but I did see one probably 2-3 months ago. And I was like, oh wow, I still have them. They're not all gone. So yeah. Is that a dead leaf that is? Let's get rid of that. Let's clean off this leaf. This leaf. Try and keep the bacteria at bay on these plants. Funky.
Homer the Clown Trigger said, we don't believe. We want to know.
What? Don't believe what? Talking about? I don't know. Alright. We're about 50%ish here. Got a little bit more in this water change.
Shady Grady said, good
What
morning,
up?
Jason and everyone else. Just finishing up church. Got a late start this morning.
Hey, no worries.
Mel Wall said, Jason, you need 10000 Siamese algae eaters.
Yeah, you ain't wrong. I need 1 million.
PNW Aqua said substrate so deep it put her butt to sleep.
I do like a thick substrate, you know. Alright, this is about a 50% water change here. I think this is looking good. A little bit more. I think the last time I did it was like a 90% water change. I took it down to like an inch above the... So, I've been doing pretty big volume water changes here on this tank. This is one of those tanks that, like, the blackbeard is certainly looking like it's dying off, and that's when it starts to create all this mulm. Because I really don't have any, I mean, sponge filtration is great, but it's not doing a whole lot for just stuff laying around. It's pretty good. I think we're good here. All right. Around the same time when somebody swindled me out of a 90. See, my chat died again. That was a long time ago. I don't know why my chat dies. Weird. And it goes back to top. $10,000.
Homer the
That'd be
Clown
cool to
Trigger
see,
said 90%. It's a nice volume you should do. Thad more often, may the BB Bay goes bye-bye.
Yeah, maybe. I just worry sometimes about shocking the fish a little too much because, you know, pH changes in tanks over time. My tap water tends to be pretty hard, whereas
Coro Works
over time
said,
the
we
tanks
need
will
the
soften.
defibrillator stat chat is on its last legs.
Yeah. It's alright. Figured it out. I think it's because I sit there and my phone just idles out is what happens. I'm not really paying attention to my phone on 24 every minute of the
Master
stream here.
Aquatics, just call me Eduardo, said Jason. Hillstrom loaches are very hardy.
Yeah. Pretty
The
sure they're still in that
sexperts
tank.
on this species have stated that hillstreamers like to hide while they have sex.
You're very singularly focused on this. Putting it out there, Eduardo.
Homer the Clown Trigger said, so we like hard water, it's better than soft one.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if the plants agree. Some of them do. Just trying to make sure we don't get too much gunk. Leaves. Bada bing. Bada boom. Alright, that's filled. Nice. Alright. That's good. Quick little water change there. Freshen that up a bit. Make them happy.
Jenny Lynn said,
Ooh.
HH, that's lovely it is.
That's lovely, that is.
Window Licker Hasher 5 said, how does Val do in your water, Jason?
I don't know. Haven't really grown any Val. I have a dwarf Sag that does pretty well, which kind of like starts to get long after a while and kind of looks like Val.
Shady Grady said,
I
by
haven't-
the goodness of my fish club,
I should
they
try it.
came up yesterday and did water changes on all my tanks.
Wow.
My fish
Wanna
are
send
all
them my
happy,
way?
and my tanks are all caught up like Jason's now.
Yeah, I wish. I wish mine were all caught up. But yeah, man, send them my way.
64 said in between SEC.
In between S's. That's good to know.
Dick Signs, Dixon Designs, said, I thought my rubber-lipped plecos disintegrated, but then I saw one yesterday, so they are not dead after all.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, most of my lights just went off, so. Ooh. I have, you know what? I'm gonna run upstairs real quick. I gotta pee really bad, so I'll be right back. Take a look at the fish.
Window Leaker #5 said, "My water is rock water. Val does well in my tanks."
Okay. Feel much better now. Oh, that was like 4 cups of coffee and a lot of water. Okay. Oh.
Homer the Clown Trigger said, "We talking always about bye-bye BBBA. Did we talk it today about your Cayano and diaptasia? So what other pests do you got in stock for us?"
Well, hopefully not anymore.
Window Leaker #5 said, "I scored the L56 Butterfly Pleco last week. I dropped him in. Haven't seen him since."
Nice. That's cool. I mean, well, it's like that's the pleco thing, man. You spend all these money on these rare, cool plecos to never see them in your tank. Just know that they're there. Did we look at this? We did. Well, we did look at this briefly when I talked about the what do you call it? That was on the move, the anemone. Which maybe I should clean this tank. Use the glass, and then we could see. But I still have cyano bacteria. Let's change cameras. I still have the aptasia. That's one of the reasons I thought about getting a filefish, because supposedly they kind of help with that. They'll graze on it. They'll keep it in check. Vermitid snails are all over the place. I mean, at this point, the only thing I can think to do would be maybe take the fish out. Maybe take some of the corals and try and dip them.
That stuff said, "Did you look up the whole tank peroxide dosing from Novak I told you about he put out, thinking it would help you?"
It might. It probably would. But honestly, thing is, if you don't, like I'm saying, like this is my whole idea behind this is yes, I could do that and it would solve the immediate problem. But my philosophy on this is that it's not solving the root problem, right? So it's just bound to come back if I don't change or figure out what's going on. So
Homer
the
the
cyan
Clown
is getting
Trigger
better.
said, "Looks better Cayano wise, but ain't that bad, dip it."
Ain't that bad, dip it. Dip it. What do you mean dip? I guess I don't know. How would you? If I thought about like resetting this tank, right? The biggest problem I worry about is A, reintroducing aptasia, B, reintroducing those vermitid snails. So I think everything in the tank has to go except for the fish, right? I guess the snails would probably be okay too, and well, obviously the shrimp. But I don't think anything that was in this tank should be trusted to get put in the other tank. If I were to try and correct the problem here, it'd be interesting if I just took all the livestock out of this tank and just let it go. Didn't feed it again and see what happens. I mean, the corals will be in here. They might start starving. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Is that your question? New live rock, let it dry or bleach it or just light out. Yeah, yeah. I think, well, see, here's the thing. I'm not entirely sure how I got those vermintid snails. I think they might have came out of corals, but I also got some old live rock from somebody, right, that had been sitting out and bleached and all that good stuff, and it had vermintid snails on it. In hindsight, when I was looking back on it, I was thinking, well, maybe they were just kind of not dead.
Window
Hold
Licker
up.
Hash Thief said, what was Atkins saying about the carbon blocks? Maybe on the next canister service, fill it with carbon?
Not a bad idea. Not entirely sure what he was saying with the carbon, but I think
Victor
there is
C
carbon
said,
in there.
when would you black out a tank?
I did some blackouts on
Homer the Clown
some
Trigger
tanks.
said with corals.
The blackouts, I mean?
Fish Dreams
dip the
said
corals,
I would
dip the
try
corals.
slime out.
Try slime out. Yeah, I don't know. This is one of those things, like, kind of, it'd be interesting.
J Rock Does Stuff said, do you know what the root problem is for the algae in your tanks? I always find it fascinating, your tanks.
Thanks. First of all, thank you. Second of all, I wish. I mean, my idea is there is, I feed enough that I think that the fish are gonna be okay, but I think that might be too much nutrients for the tank, right? So A, I'm not doing enough water changes, or B, I'm adding too much food, or a combination. And then the light, the light could probably be tuned in a little finer. So it's like there's a whole lot of things juggling here that I think are part of the problem. But I do think it's excessive nutrients is one of the big ones. The light cycle is probably not optimized. That's probably another. Yeah, other than that, I don't know. And my approach is it was like at some point it's going to balance out, right? The algae growing in that tank's going to get to a point where it's consuming. This is my vision, right? That it's soaking up a lot of the stuff that I'm not taking care of. But I probably should do more water changes. That would probably help. Yeah, I think it may. I should turn on that protein skimmer again too, huh? I did unplug it. See if I can get it back on. I unplugged it because the
Fishy Mon64 said,
Fishy Mon.
Jazzren, it is all of the above.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think. The combo. of all
Homer,
that.
the Clown Trigger said,
Oh.
try the cheap way, remove the coral's livestock in a cutie tank with a dip.
So you think I should quarantine the corals in its own tank? This is not the power cord. That's what you're saying? Dip the corals, put them in a quarantine system. Why am I keep pulling the wrong cord? There you go. There you go. I got you now. Yeah, I'm guessing that's what you're saying, Homer. Is dip the corals, put them in their own quarantine tank and monitor. And then I know that the corals are clear.
Master Aquatics, just call me
It's not bad.
Eduardo said, prove me wrong. Jason or chat, have you seen how hillstream loaches have demonstrated their sexual breeding?
I have.
Yes, egg layers, but have you seen them lie those eggs or watched
No.
their corn star?
But I have seen people that have bred them. Like I've seen it. There's this one guy, a couple of swaps. He was always selling the ones, and they were tank bred, whatever. Yeah, he got his hillstreams to breed. So it's not unheard of. But I don't know much. Could it be? Yeah, I don't know. Just plugged in that thing again. Hopefully it's working. Ooh, sorry.
Meekum said,
What's
"Hi
going on?
Jason and everyone. My vision is not for you to get rid of all the BBA. I mean, what would we then watch every Sunday?"
Yeah,
Victor
I don't
C
know.
said, "Did the pet cat make an appearance?"
No, I don't think the Mont did this morning. The pup did though. Pupper. She's all sacked out. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna rinse out this mop while I'm here before I forget about it. Oh, that's hot. It's dry. There. I'm gonna fill up the black worms with some water because your tank's getting a little low. Alright, folks. Yeah, that's about it on that. Water to this tank. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. Yeah. No.
Homer the Clown Trigger said, "We could look then at the background, so what will replace the black-bearded algae?"
Well, most of my tanks are just painted black on the background, so, you know, it's just like you're staring off into the void. Oh, here's another tank that needs issues. This tank has issues. There are no fish in this tank. There was a snail here. Where's the camera? Right here. This one. This is perfect. We're almost stream here too, so back. Only got a couple more minutes. Alright, let me flip on the old camera. This is a 10-gallon. I was using this to raise out some Luminatus, except I'm not really getting any hatching. Look at all this hair algae. Holy, this is out of control.
Window Leaker #5 said, "I can't figure out tank balance. Glow tank, plastic plants, UGF sponge, and small canister. No water change, 6 months, water crystal, no BBA, no algae. 0.75, planted HOB, power head sponges, water change."
There you go. There's the formula, folks.
J-Rock Does Stuff said, "We need to move you up the ladder to green hair. Algae, ha ha ha."
There we go. Here you go. Enjoy. Let me
Homer the Clown Trigger said, "I got the same background on my rack. It's looking very nice compared to the blue mine had before."
Alright, yeah. I know people do the blue too, but yeah.
Mel Wall said, "Just on the Algia King."
Hey, you know, could be worse. It could be worse. Take some of this out. I'm gonna do a quick water change on this. I knock the air out of the sponge.
Window Leaker #5 said, "Every other week, buying tank hair, algae brutal."
It's not that bad. Come on now. Could be worse. I'm telling you, I'm ultimately convinced that, first of all, blackbeard algae is, I believe, an invasive species around here. However, since it's been introduced, it's like going unchecked. Told you I had a theory. I never had blackbeard algae till I got one plant that had it in on it, and then apparently I spread it to every tank I have. Where's that? What is that? Algae, algae, algae. It's out of there.
Master Aquatics, "Just call me Eduardo," said, "I feel attacked by you, Jason. I was only protruding the truth about the sexual activities of the elusive hillstream loaches. I'm killing the SPCA on you."
Uh-oh. What? What did I do? I'm not the one peeping on Hillstream loaches here, buddy. You sure include that in your report. But I don't know the answer to your question, Eduardo, so I don't know what to tell you. I have not bred Hillstream
Window
loaches.
Licker
I don't know anything
#5
about breeding
said
them.
Jason Reed chat.
Uh-oh.
That's what's weird about the two different tanks that I have.
Oh. Alright. Every other week, BBA, hair algae, brutal. Speak every other week, BBA, and hair tank, and tank hair, algae, brutal. Yeah. Can't figure
Homer
out
the
tank
Clown
balance.
Trigger said, but next time I use paint on 4 sides of my tanks.
On all 4 sides. Are you talking about like top or back, sides, and bottom? I mean, there are technically. I mean, it's a cube, so it's got 6 sides, but the top, you know, well, you got to get in it somewhere. So, or the other 5? Just gonna paint the front. I'm gonna do a water change in this because I stirred this up quite a bit. I don't know if I found. Oh no, here.
Mel Wall said, Jason, you could look at your algae and think how amazing you are at growing plants, and the fish love it. Bonus points.
Well, thanks, I guess. Oh no, I'm pulling this out. Algae off of this. The Manubius, clearly. Alright, whatever. Whatever, leave it alone. Let's go over here.
Jenny Lynn said, is there BBA in the tank you have duckweed in?
Yeah, there is, actually. Some. Yes. I did remove a bunch of that last week. But there is definitely, there is duckweed in there. Or, by BBA in that tank. And the other tanks in that system, too. It looks like both of my, my snails are dead. That sucks. My, what do you call them, rabbit snails? I also see that there's a lot of Malaysians on the bottom here, so maybe they just starved out.
Homer the Clown Trigger said, have you tried Nereid snails against BBA?
No, and I've heard that as a thing. The only problem is Nereid snails almost create like a whole other problem on their own, because they got all that, they leave all those eggs everywhere. I've had Nereids in the past.
Mel Wall said, Jason, do you have BBA in every tank? Just curious.
I mean, probably. I know some tanks are worse than others. But yeah, I think every tank has some. I was trying to do that once to try and not contaminate, see if it was actually a thing. Like if I didn't cross-contaminate, if I would develop Blackbeard in one of my tanks. But nobody wanted to do that experiment. So I scrapped the idea. I gave you guys the option. You told me not to do that. But here we are. This led me. This tank is green spot algae all over the glass too. Well, since
Mel
there doesn't
Wall
seem to be
said,
anything in this
sounds
tank.
like a good experiment to me.
Yeah, I know. Well, we're gonna have to get a brand new tank.
Nathan Hovey said, I noticed my Amica splendens eating on BBA. I don't know if they clear a tank of it, but they eat it in my experience.
That's you know who else told me that was
Homer the Clown Trigger said,
Yo,
I
Paulie.
know one of your tanks that got no BBA, it's the marine one.
Yeah, true. That's true. And the brackish one too.
Window Licker #5 said the point was the difference in the setups in my tanks. The fake way, no algae. The tanks doing it with plants goes crazy with algae.
Yeah, no, I understood. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know the answer. But I'm gonna do like pretty much like 100% water change in this tank. Why not? Everything in here is dead except for Malaysians. Poor snails. We got to be getting close to the end here, because I know Kenny Kenny E does his members only live stream
Homer
today.
the Clown Trigger said, do you have tried salt on BBA?
No, I've never used salt on BBA. Best of my knowledge.
J-Rock Does Stuff said, I have BBA too. I've been trying to figure out a good method to get rid of it that I can pass on to others.
Yeah.
Haven't got it whipped yet. I'm gonna try Liquid Co2 to see what effect that has on it.
I had BBA in one of my tanks in this system, and I did daily water changes, like 30-40% daily water changes, until for a month straight. And that almost kind of in itself whipped out the BBA. But then I added more. I added a sand cap. I added more plants. So I think I just kind of choked it all off in a multiple prong approach. However, there's still BBA in that system. It's just not in that tank. Or if it is, it's very minimal. It's just kind of touching things. I don't think I'm ever going to be rid of it, but I think it can be kept in check. Let's put it that way. It's kind of like everything else. This stuff is crazy. Algae all back in this glass. This is one of those. Maybe I should spray peroxide in this tank. Bad idea. Going all the way down here. Taking all this out. Reset this tank.
Empire of Dirt Aquatics, Jeff Kane, said it does show a scheduled member stream for Daniken.
It does. Okay, cool. Yeah. And I know we got to be getting close. What time is it? I can almost see. Oh, it is time. Holy cow. All right, well, let me wrap this up real quick. That's about as good as we're getting on the water. Dump this in this trash. Wrap this hose up. Let's fill that up. I feel like maybe I should put some potassium in there just cause. Pretty much took all the water out. Oh shit.
Homer the Clown Trigger said that was fast time flies.
Yeah, you ain't wrong. I just knocked over the dog's water bowl. And all the water in it. Damn it. Not fun. Not cool.
Master Aquatics, just call me Eduardo said I'll end my comments on this asa since snails will eat shrimp and not on a sexual way. Victor C said, thanks for live streaming Depths Uncount.
No problem, man. Thanks for being here. Let me top this off. Oh. What's gonna get? See about cleaning up all this water I just spilled.
Jason is D&D dead.
No, it's not dead. It's just been I think it might be on a summer break.
Said, thanks for the show. I enjoyed the weekly BBA convo.
No problem, man. Thanks for coming. And I spilled water all over everything. Popper. Should have drank all this. What's up? Even me making messes here. Poppy. Little popper. Oh, God, it's everywhere. Alright. Well, that sucks. Now watch I overflow that tank too because I'm not paying attention. Alright. That's good. Throw that over there. Alright, we're not quite done here. Oh! I gotta turn this.
Homer the Clown Trigger said, thanks for streaming and sharing the art of keeping BBA.
You're welcome. And thanks,
Window Licker
everyone.
#5 said, Saul, don't blame the dog, lol.
Yeah, the pupper's a good pupper.
Andy Carson said, thanks for the stream, Johnson. Everyone enjoy the rest of your weekend. Go eat some spaghetti and meatballs.
That's right. Giovanni, you might have to, we'll see what happens next week. I don't know. Maybe we'll get Rachel back in here. Or we'll get we'll get somebody else. Giovanni might have been a mistake. Oh! It's a fall over. This is all tangled. Alright, guys. I'm going to try and get the hell out of here, but I'm stuck. Head on over to Kenny E's, Daniken Aquatics, if you are a member. Hang out with him. Check out his stuff. I don't know who else is going this afternoon, but
Window
Skipper
Leaker
usually goes
Hashi5
this
said,
this
now
evening.
you want some piazza?
Piazza. Alright. That's that. That's this. Get this algae out of the sink. Clean up a
Homer
bit.
the Clown Trigger said, I found another water that got a new BB in your house. It's the spilled dog bowl.
Yeah. Well, you want, the cat likes to
Empire
stick
of
things in
Dirt
that.
Aquatics, Jeff Kane, said it might be time for a Fishimon 64 stand in.
There you go. You will get him over here. But anyway, guys, appreciate everybody for coming today. Thanks for hanging out. Head on over to Kenny E's if you remember. We'll do this again next week at the same time. We'll get into some other shenanigans. Any questions, comments? Feel free to leave them down below. I always check them. And we will see you all in the next one, folks. Thanks for attending. Have a good day. Hit the like on the way out if you haven't already.
Window
Subscribe.
Leaker Hash5 said, text Jason Hash Brineship for the construction truck.
There you go. There you go. Sneak in some brine. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a good one. We'll see you all in the next one.
Homer the
Bye.
Clown Trigger said, see ya all next week.
Bye.